Hello, everyone. I am your host, Ahmani Brown, and I am joined with my co-stars. We have Deavugh,
Europe, sub gang gang.
we have Aaron,
Hello.
God
and
damn it.
we have Leo.
Hello there.
Uh,
Step the fuck back.
I am.
No, Aaron!
He's like, why you?
I just
My
I
head.
just
You probably
realized
just
that
lower him down. He sounds fine on my end.
My Audacity. I think my Audacity just like my gain went. Okay, we're good. There you go. Now I put that in order. We're good. Sorry.
Is it good? Is it good?
Yeah. No. I just I usually have my gain turned down on my mic a little bit so that it doesn't like blow up my mic. But like I just realized that it was all the way out. I think it was when it updated. That's my bad. I just had to fix that. I just saw my sound waves being insane, and I'm like, that was not that loud. I had to
Is
do
it, that's
that.
not great.
Right. Anyways, continue, Monty. My apologies.
Nah, it's
Good
all
start.
good. It's all good. Little do my co-stars know, they're about to get a surprise game show. Hey, yo, we're back on Lucid Place. Check it.
Whale.
What?
Mhm.
We're gonna all have to guess
Fucking what?
we're about to all guess all the different species of whales.
That's not
Ah.
what Lucid Place
Happy
is about.
International National Whale Day. I don't know if everybody knows that. The third
It is
Sunday
National
of
Whale Day.
February is fucking Whale Day for some reason.
So-
tell us what your favorite whale is
Oh,
in the
wait.
comments.
You should, yeah. Go ahead and hit us in the comments.
Devonta's
Or
the orca.
hit us up on any of
Base.
the social medias that we have.
Orcas are
I
literally
think
the
we're
smartest
on
fucking
Interaction.
things ever.
Yeah, they're psychopaths, bro. They're lunatics.
I love them. I mean, like me for real.
Actually, speaking of that, unironically, there's typically speaking, orcas are very hostile to humpback whales. Like they'll eat their babies,
wow.
really fucked up. But there's a pair of orca whales called Port and Starboard, which, by the way, hard ass fucking names. Port and Starboard, cool as shit. And they like basically will use like the enemy of my enemy is my friend situation because great white sharks will also fuck with humpback whales and their calves. And like these two dudes, their diet consists of great white shark livers. That is apparently but most of what they eat is great white shark livers. Just their livers. Not the whole great white shark, just the great white shark livers. So like they'll wait for groups
so
of
specific.
they'll wait for humpback whales to come in with great whites following them, and they'll use the other whales as bait, and then go and fuck up the great whites and eat their livers. They're known
They go
for
in their
that.
back line.
Like they're fucking they push their back line hard, bro.
The whales are the tanks, and then
It's just a fucking Thor and a Hulk pushing their shit in. Just... Anyway,
But-
sorry, learned that today.
Yeah, no. We're on to another Lucid Place. So this one is a fun one. We're gonna be having you guys tackle movie ideas.
Hmm.
In fact, you're gonna create your own movie idea, and whoever gets the best one wins. But
Interesting.
you get a point. We're gonna be doing different genres, so we'll see how this plays out.
Let's just do decent at this.
I'm gonna do trash.
I feel
He was
that.
like, I can't come up with ideas on the spot.
I really
What?
can't.
They found out you
Fortunate
just
for
do this
you,
shit
sir.
for fun every day.
I intend to say I have a creative mind, so this is a test to myself.
That's the fun part about Lucid Plays. You
Mhm.
gotta play around with your creativity, do fun things, and it's also gonna be a surprise. So, Leon wasn't here for the last one. He didn't know. He didn't know this
No.
existed as a show.
Last time we did it with music, though, it was very fun.
hmm So, this time around, the first thing we're gonna jump into, first question we're gonna do is why not? Because we're a whole podcast. Superheroes. Make your own superhero. Pitch it to me, and we'll see what we got.
Okay.
Oh fucking
Make
Christ!
my own
okay.
super. Hold on, I have to open up a document because it's better if I write shit down. Give me a second.
He's like, I need to do it. Devon, you think you can take a crack at it while he has to think?
I asked it, bro.
All right.
Oh, that to
Okay,
explain
is
the powers?
that it? Is that it? Just a
Right.
superhero idea and like a superhero movie, and that's it? Like nothing else?
In this first instance, yeah. In this
The
first
whole
instance.
movie?
We're doing superhero right now. So yeah. Come up with like a superhero. We'll go question by question. Not that many questions. We got like 3 questions for each of them, if anything. And just a basic idea, but like we'll see how it plays out.
All right, hit me already. I'm going to see if I can do this.
Like
Alright, so
one
first one-
single superhero or superhero world? I'm sorry, I'm thinking of a lot right
Just
now.
one superhero.
Okay.
All right, so check it. Devon, come up with a superhero. What we got?
Huh? So, my superhero has a power of to emit lasers out of her hands. She has a black and white one. One does damage, one heals. She
Okay, I
goes
don't know
around
where
and
that's
saves the
from.
world. I thought about this a couple weeks ago, so I said, perfect, I can just do this.
Fair enough.
Perfect.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Pretty specific. All right. What's your villain?
My villain?
Because we kind of covered the first two questions. It would have been superhero, which I mean, I guess we gotta get a name, but we'll figure that one out in a second. But yeah, what's
That's
the
the worst thing
villain?
about
What's the problems?
of the problems is she's trying to heal the world, but it's all damaged. She's in Africa trying to heal her people, but the mosquito mastermind is killing her vibe.
Okay.
Mosquito man.
Interesting. Okay, so what's the name for our hero? Let's come up with a name.
This is the worst problem. I am very creative, but don't ask me to make a name.
Do we got at least an alias? Spider-Man has Peter Parker. You know what I
Cloak
mean?
and
So,
dagger.
like,
Let me stop.
I was like, it sounded mighty familiar. Interesting.
Night healer.
Night healer.
Mhm.
Okay, not bad. All right, Aaron's obviously writing things down. Leon, you're next.
All right, so this is just something I've been thinking about for a little while. It's a come of an age story essentially.
Okay.
His story will be progressing from I want to say high school to his college years and such, and the abilities that this man has is essentially standard. He has strength, speed, so on and so forth. But his abilities grow as he's aged, and so it gets harder for him to control each time, and he comes to a point where they're not at his peak, but it's more difficult and difficult. And so he then gets this assistant given to him to essentially monitor his strength. And in the beginning, he didn't really use it for much, but now he tries to do his best just to help people out that he knows, almost like a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Okay.
His
What's
villain.
Okay.
Shit, I have no idea. if anything, he would be like a tech-based guy. He sees his abilities and he's like, I want that. And so he makes inventions and everything and is jealous of the situation. Almost kind of like a fucking Lex Luthor now I think about that. But, you know.
Very Superman inspired.
I guess. I guess. I just thought of it. I'm like, wait a minute. That's fucking Lex Luthor. Shit.
This whole thing sounded kind of Superman inspired, actually.
That's really fucking Lex Luthor. God damn it.
The whole character might be Superman, bro. I'm gonna be real with you.
He doesn't have like laser eyes or anything like that, like Superman. Or like,
so it's a Nerf Superman. That's even better.
All right, what's the name?
Guardian.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure that name's taken.
That is? Okay,
sure
well,
that name is taken.
taken.
Damn, all right.
You don't think
sure
there's
that's
a
a real
Guardian
nigga.
out there? There's no Guardians out there. That's crazy.
I'm pretty sure that's a real dude. I'm pretty sure he's in DC, which makes it even worse, actually.
If I swear to God, if I look up Superman's one of his aliases like Guardian or some shit, I'm gonna be so mad.
I promise you, this is
The
off the top
nigga
of my
stole
head.
his whole flow, bar for bar, word for word.
Out of my head, nigga read it off a book. Fuck out of here.
I wish, but you know, I'm the anime guy. I don't really read comics like that, so. I just thought the idea of someone like gradually learning how to control their abilities, but they're not like he can control them, but they always become more and more difficult to do so. So, like in his casual life, if he grabs something, it's like, "Oh shit, I just broke your arm. I'm so sorry."
Damn, Ahmani fucked this up for me. Now I'm just thinking Superman this whole time.
Yeah, no, Guardian is a dude in DC Comics.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm pretty sure his powers is that he's a regular dude, though. He has like gymnastics and a healing factor.
Fuck, I'm trying to think of the word for the name of the guy. Fuck.
I'm about to make a movie. It's so much time.
For real. Yeah, nah. Guardian is a DC hero, and then I think obviously Red Guardian exists in Marvel.
Fucking Christ.
Okay, make it Yellow Guardian. I think it's one of those.
And I'm pretty
Golden Guardian.
Golden Guardian. And that dude's just a super soldier, which actually makes it slightly just as bad. It's very Captain America.
His name Hennessy or something.
That's Hennessy, the hero.
Shit,
Yeah,
can I
no.
think of a different name?
Yeah,
It's something
definitely.
about a protector. He's a protector, essentially. That's it.
Some
dude, that's-
protector or some shit.
Oh, dude, that sucks even more. No, because I had to just go through. I know what Red Guardian does in Marvel, but I just wanted to make sure. So, like, just let's run this by you. By the way, Red Guardian is basically Captain America. So, like,
Oh no.
enhanced strength, durability, speed, stamina, reflexes. You know the
Yeah.
things you kind of just mentioned.
Fuck!
Damn.
I unintentionally stole an idea.
I'm dying from
It's
how much
getting,
I'm laughing.
it's getting crazy Leon out here, bro.
The plagiarism is crazy.
It is, I know, right? Unintentional plagiarism.
I barely stole my character. It's
Barely
barely
is
even
crazy.
there.
Barely is crazy.
It's really wild.
Let me look over at Overwatch real quickly. Hold on.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm gonna slide away from you for now. Aaron's getting like so much time in comparison. You about to write a book, bro. Alright.
Nah, if I had more time, I would have been a maiden movie, but nah, I want to test myself.
Aaron, what's your superhero, bro?
Okay, so here's the thing. Like the name, I'm kind of working on it because I can't
Here's the
remember.
thing.
Do you guys know the name for like fighters that aren't ever like the best? Like they're good, but what they do is mainly they stop shittier fighters from making it up the ranking. Do you guys remember what the name for that is? Because like I'm trying to
I
remember
know
it
exactly what you're talking
for
about.
the life of me, but I cannot remember what the fuck that word is called. And
I know
idea.
exactly what you're talking about, but that actually probably would be a really hard superhero name. Oh, wait a minute. Give me a second. I might have to look it up.
I'm trying to look that name up, and I'm trying to fucking. I've been looking it up, and
It's not like they're not like guardsmen, are they, or something like that? Like it's like
like I don't want to call it. I don't think it's a gatekeeper or something like that.
I think they are. Well, gatekeeper might not be the right one either. But I think it's something similar.
It might be.
Do you know one professionally off the top of your head, like one of the fighters that would?
Usually...
Because I was gonna say, try looking up stuff like that,
fucking...
and see if someone pops up with that name.
Hold on, it might be. Like I'm thinking of like Mark Hunt specifically. Like there was something that people kept always called him. Anyways,
Wow, we have free time here.
Sorry, I'll.
Yeah.
It's all good. Like I have a placeholder name, but like I'm trying to find it.
You got it, us?
Continue. You can finish what you were saying if you want to.
Oh, I was saying that I was gonna put a little update to my thing. Did that mention that it was a black and white version of it?
Of what?
My daggers or my superpower.
Now they're just straight up armband daggers. Before you was like, it was black and white energy. Now it's just straight up cloak and dagger.
100%.
No, it's getting worse for you too.
I know. I want to make sure make sure that people get the idea. Since Leon wants to put it out there, fuck it. But she gonna be cool with it.
That's not better.
Hey, but she's black though.
Okay,
But
so
yeah.
whatever. So like the name that I have is just the Journeyman. That's his name, right? So we're in a world that's kind of like we have a group of superheroes that are kind of like the Avengers or like more like the Justice League. They're like a group of people that are insanely powerful, right? But they are ungodly busy dealing with the world-ending events that just are constantly happening in this reality, in this world. Like, they are constantly having to like stop cities and like the world from tilting, stuff like that. So they're so busy that the journeyman has dedicated himself to just dealing with all of the bullshit, like more like mundane crimes that has to be dealt with around the world. And not a lot of people actually know him. He's not even like, there's no merch of him. Like, all these other people have like merch and they're like making money off this. Nobody even knows who this guy is, really.
Yeah.
And his abilities are that secretly he's actually the original founder of this League of Heroes, and he is basically just, he attained immortality when he found the Fountain of Youth. He was a Spanish conquistador, and he ended up destroying it because he saw it turn all of his friends into like psychopathic murderers. But for some reason, for him, he ended up being a good enough person that he was able to achieve immortality without becoming a monster. So he ends up forming this league with other superpowered people that he finds. And while his friends are going out and like dealing with this world-ending events, he's like the detective. He goes around the world and he goes and finds like the serial killers that are like fucking people up and all of these things. But at the end of the day, his only power is the fact that he can't really be killed. Like, realistically, I'm thinking kind of like sort of like immortal in a way, but even more so. Like, if you chop him to small bits, they will fucking reassemble themselves. He can't be killed. But other than that, he's just a dude. Realistically, he's just been around for a very long time. His main enemy group is actually like this kind of like Illuminati Freemason kind of society that he's been like at war with since before the Americas were colonized, that followed like all the people over to the Americas. And the primary reason why he's like assembled the heroes is because the people that he's dealing with, like, they own the underground everywhere, and he's been fighting them for so long, and like the heroes that he's dealing with do not have the time to like deal with the things that they don't even hear about, you know. But primarily he deals with they're like a fake branch of the Catholic Church that essentially like kidnap people and like kind of not really kidnap, but like they whenever you're enacted into a cult essentially that they're following, and it's a little eldritch, but at the same time, you know, the things that he's found about them, like they have some kind of weird magic, but it's not nearly as strong as like, you know, being able to summon like anything. But there is something like eldritch about them that he knows about, and that's just he's working his way trying to deal with it.
Okay. So, I'm not gonna lie. I think it kind of goes without saying that I think Aaron kind of wins this one.
That's without question.
Oh, absolutely.
I think it goes without
It's like
saying
I'm trying to watch Aaron's show like now, but like, God
he gets
damn
the
it.
point. The other two might be disqualified for plagiarism. We'll see how this plays out.
Come
Plagiarism
on.
if you didn't even have idea about it.
I mean,
Yes.
technically, yes.
I
actually,
knew.
actually,
That's yes.
That's kind of
And come on, mine is like I'm not
if
that
you
much.
accidentally
Come
create
on.
Mickey Mouse and publish it, they're gonna sue you because of it, even if you didn't mean to.
Know who
Like,
Mickey Mouse was, yeah.
like, it's just kind of how it works. Now, realistically, will they be more lenient? Maybe, but like, you know, you still can't get sued.
That's funny. Stupid, but funny.
At the same time, Superman's such a vague character that you could make a Superman-esque character, and I don't think they'd be able to sue you, because at the end of the day, he just has every
Blue Marvel
superpower.
and Century also exist, and there are Superman allegories. So with Hyperion as well,
Yeah.
and Shazam.
Yeah.
Though they did kind of get mad about Shazam, not gonna lie. That's how they got him. Alright, so that's funny. So what I'm gonna do is, to make this slightly more even, going into this next one, I'm going to give you guys at least.
Yeah, I was gonna say, give us a little bit of time
Probably
to think,
like-
and then
yeah.
and then.
I'm gonna give you guys like 5
I will be
minutes
honest,
or so
I
of,
wasn't
like, just
writing the
straight up.
whole time that I wasn't just writing the whole time. I literally took like 5-10 minutes and then I wrote it out, and then like, you know, so like I think maybe just give us a little bit of time to write down. So
what I'll do is I'll edit this down in comparison. But yeah, I'm gonna give you guys like 5 minutes.
yeah, like, write down when you give us the 5 minutes and when you finish, so that way you know what to cut out if you need to. Like, that way, you know, like, unless something happens funny in between that period.
I don't know, that should be good. I mean, I can hit the I got the notes and stuff like that for everything, so I'll keep it in mind. But So
Oh,
for
fuck.
this
My bad.
next one,
I literally didn't finish reading what I said. The thing about the
Oh.
Illuminati group that he was with is that a bunch of the people that run the world are the evil his friends that are also genuinely immortal, right? Like that's the whole thing.
Oh,
I don't know why.
wow.
Like I had it written down here and I just never finished reading because I was focused on the Eldritch part. I got really like into the Eldritch part. But anyways, yeah.
okay. So the next one that we're going into,
He's one the extra
is-
one. My fault.
we're creating a horror movie. Come up with a horror movie off of
Okay.
it. Your timer starts. Actually, I probably should have pulled up the timer first.
Yeah.
Would have helped me a lot.
A horror movie?
Yep, horror movie. Timer starts now. All right, that's it.
All right.
Pens down, or whatever it is you were using for idea creations.
Brain.
All right. So we're starting with Aaron this time.
Okay.
Going the other way.
Okay, well, I took a little bit of inspiration from some African mythology. I've named the title Mokele Mbembe.
Okay.
So it takes place in the Congo River Basin, pretty secluded area. We have a detachment of the Congolese Republic, like I think it's the Democratic Republic of Congo, I believe, right now, right? Yeah. So it's part of what's known as the FAC, which is the land forces. It's a detachment of them that's been sent to a relatively remote village where they've lost contact with a group of soldiers that were there setting up a antenna for radio contact with the outside world. When they get there, they find the place absolutely destroyed, with the only words written around are Mokele Mbembe, and they find nobody alive. And when night falls, basically dinosaurs emerge from this jungle and start hunting down this detachment of probably maybe 20, 30 guys, not like a whole lot of them.
Yeah.
And they have to make it to daytime, because at daytime there's supposed to be a reinforcement group coming in to figure out what's going on, because they did call in that everyone was dead, so they were kind of calling in. So their goal is to make it through the night as these creatures keep emerging from the woods and hunting them down one by one,
Yeah, that's fair.
or the jungle rather.
Yeah, you know what? It's a pretty good one.
It's moving.
Definitely. All right. Since we're gonna go in the opposite order, Leon, you're in the middle again.
Fucking love.
Next, no, don't worry about it. Next time. You'll go first.
Okay, so this is going to be more of a detective thing.
Okay.
A group of investigators are looking into mysterious disappearances in the past 2 months. Within random locations, there is no physical evidence, but their locations. They just know that people have been disappearing in these random areas, and for what is taking them is this thing called the Shade. The Shade has a physical form, but it cannot be touched. It can be seen, but it cannot be heard. And whoever is touched by the Shade is essentially engulfed in something. They don't know what it is. They're just engulfed and vanish completely.
Okay.
And they have to do their best to either avoid it or survive the time when they're in the location with it. 9 times out of 10, it doesn't go too well.
9 times out of 10. Fair enough. I assume that there's 10 people.
Maybe.
Alright, bet. Alright. Devon, it's your turn.
So, mine's a little funny. I didn't really make it that scary. So it's about a black man in the 1950s,
Oh,
Okay.
goodness.
and he's trying to he's chilling and shit, and a zombie alien shit breaks down, and he helps saves his group of people, and after he's done saving them, they oust him to the public to go deal with the monsters, and it's about him just trying to live in his life and
Is it,
fucking shit up.
Your mic was cutting out a little bit for me. I don't know if it happened to everybody else.
Was it?
Yeah, for like a little bit, like at the last bit.
Yeah. Like,
Oh,
So he
wait,
has to
what
spend
the-
his li- he has
so
to
like you said,
spend
they're
his
like the
life
zombie
doing-
alien things, and he went to save some people.
Yeah. Like he was he fought them with a group of people, and at the end of it, he got ousted by them
Oh,
because
shit.
he found out he's a black man, and they're all white.
Oh, they just throw him out because he's black. Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
And it's about him just trying to live his life and but still getting fucked by racism because people are not trying to
See
help
all
him.
these people,
But
they're
he's
so
still.
racist.
Mhm.
Damn.
Dag. Okay. So I'm not gonna lie, it might be Aaron again. This one's tough.
I
I
actually
actually like what Leon was doing.
I feel like it could be like a
And now-
very it's not Peel, Keegan Michael Key, like it could be like something like that, like something like that with like with a body. I mean, what Deavugh was thinking.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. But the problem is,
It
that,
could
like,
be
he
really
didn't-
weird.
I believe it could be really cool as like a horror movie, but it's like he never really sold it as a horror movie.
I know,
Like,
I did it.
which is why I'm like, I don't know.
It is a horror movie about it, but don't
Genuinely,
worry.
though- Okay.
It sounded
'Cause,
too
like,
funny with it.
Because
You gotta think
here's
about
the
that
thing:
scenario.
Aaron currently is doing a better job at selling your movie than you did, because he was like,
I know.
"Yeah, it could definitely be like a Jordan Peele type
Us,
type film." I'm like,
something like that. Like,
he's not like Get Out or Us, yeah. And I'm like, that's a good point. That's a good point. And I'm not gonna lie. Actually, yeah, nah, Aaron might have just killed himself on the point.
I don't
that
care.
might be you
I'll
there.
give it to Dave.
It's
I'll
fine.
take it.
That's fine.
I
But
feel
the
bad if I
idea that
win.
is like,
I feel bad.
the idea that is actually kind of cool, like it being like a, because that was the thing. It's like I wish you just kind of played it straight as opposed to saying like I didn't make a horror movie, bro. Like you should have just played
I was
it straight.
laughing at the whole time. I'm sorry, I was having too much fun with it. It's so fucked up. It's a black man. He's doing his hardest.
He sees all this shit go down. He goes and helps all these white people, and they're like, thank you for saving us. But then shit goes down. They're like, hey, get that, out of here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like immediately.
It just switches up, and so now he's like trying to do both. Yeah, nah, it works.
I get it.
Yeah,
You're lucky I'm here, Dave. You're lucky I fucking don't care about what
You understand what I'm talking about?
The sad part is, Leon, is
I don't
that
think any
the
of them were
two,
bad.
because none of them were bad. It's just that you and Aaron both kind of had like a kind of almost a draw, and then like they sold me on the idea of it being a Jordan Peele film,
I just think
and
some
that
crazy-
kind of works for me.
I don't know, like the whole dinosaurs in the jungle idea could be kind of played very well with horror. Like if an actual actual Jurassic Park horror movie style, like the books.
Kind of like the books. They actually played it up. I'm not, because, and don't get me wrong, Leon, yours is like a cool one because I like the idea of like it's a detective kind of horror thing going on. Mine, it kind of reminded me a little bit. Shutter Island it gives me the vibes of Shutter Island. I know it's not Shutter Island, obviously, because Shutter Island's very different. But a lot of that is played by the idea of like, it's kind of a horror movie, but it's also a psychological, thriller. Because they're trying to be, because this insane asylum is creepy. Everything about the insane asylum is fucking weird. And that's what I get the feeling from yours is that you're gonna like they pull up to this place and everything about this place is so like nah, we should not.
Oh
be
hell
here.
no!
Yeah, like exactly. Like, oh hell nah.
But the people are missing. We gotta figure out why.
Yeah, nah, you can't just leave because people
Why?
are disappeared. But you're also like, bro, I don't want to stick around and find out, bro. I don't want to. All right, so this one went a lot better. So I like the idea of like giving you guys 5 minutes. So we're gonna do that again. Gonna start up the new time.
Leon, you're first, and I'm second. I'm on Aaron's third.
No. Yeah, Aaron's second.
No.
You're gonna be third.
I'm gonna be third.
Swap it, yeah.
I'll be last.
Okay.
I'll be last again.
You'll be last again, but like
And then I'll.
you were first in the very beginning, and Aaron's never
Okay.
been last.
There's only three
well,
of
no,
us.
he was last first, so
Yeah.
he should probably be second.
There's only three of
Oh,
us.
that's
There's
true.
only three of us, so it's gonna be like it's fine.
This time, you're making a political thriller.
A political thriller.
Yep. And your 5 minutes starts now. Check it.
Mm-hmm.
Leon,
Yes.
Leon.
give me your political thriller now.
Thriller. Well,
If you made the same ideas, that'd be crazy.
If we all had the
That'd be
same
insane.
idea, if you guys had this idea, I would be shocked. Not shocked, but I would be pissed. Because this is a really specific one.
I'm gonna call this man Tony. He's an up and coming congressman.
Okay.
Fresh ideas. Everyone loves him. He's actually doing a really good job selling off his policies and laws that you want to put in, and it's making the world, his country, a better place. However, it doesn't. Things are not as it seems due to the fact that his methods of getting things going isn't of just debates and such. It's of intimidation and threats and violence, all going in the courtroom and Senate as it is.
Okay.
So he's making almost kind of like a dictatorship, not dictatorship, but
Samuha
So we're like following the villain. Look,
you are, yes. No, you aren't. You're following the anti-villain, I guess. He wants to make it better, but he's doing his own twisted ways.
Okay. No, I like that. I fuck with it.
Okay.
All right, I feel it. All right,
I want
Aaron.
the pot
Oh,
to be
okay. I'm
clean.
middle. Yeah, hold on. Let me turn down the. Okay, so the
Do
name of
it.
my
I'll
movie
blow your
is
fucking brains out.
the name of my movie is called A Polite Society. So it's a pretty much utopian seeming world. It's a very beautiful planet that we're living on. Things are actually going very well. Not really any wars going on. No actual feuds happening between countries. And we have an investigative reporter that I just have named Henry. Henry is a renowned reporter around the world. He's been published in magazines and journals just all over the world. So he's great. People respect him. He's a big name within the industry. And he discovers on accident, on a little trip in an accident in the White House, that lizard people actually do exist. Subterranean lizard people are real, and they do run our government, but they're not running it in the way that we think they are. Instead of them controlling us, they're actually enslaved by the governments of the world and the elites, because they are essentially walking supercomputers and how smart they are. And they have them as slaves in like these subterranean places where they found them. And now Henry has to, one, deal with the fact that lizard people are real, and deal with the fact that we have to save the lizard people. They are being enslaved and treated horrendously down there. And now I'm thinking of it as a semi-comedic but also very serious thing. Like, think of like you ever watch a Wes Anderson movie? And a lot of those things like kind of similar. Like, have it be a little like, comedic, but obviously people aren't going to believe the things he's saying, because who the fuck is going to believe what the fuck he saw? Like, lizard people are real. That's big enough. But not only that, we're enslaving them. And it's the story of how Henry has to save the lizard people, basically. That's kind of how I'm going about it.
I really fuck with that.
I fuck with that. That could be really fun. I like it. All right, Devon.
All right. My movie is called A Tale of Two Worlds.
Okay.
It's about two worlds. They're chilling. Everything's good. They have a good trade route. I forgot to mention. It's in 2177. So it's quite in the future. And they have trade routes going back and forth. Everything's all good. Something goes really bad with the trade route. The president on one side said he did it. The other side said he did it. But to find out it was a moon person that fucked it up.
For you guys, or is it just me?
Yes,
Oh
yes.
man, he's cutting out so much. I was trying to hold it because I was like, maybe I can still piece it together.
No.
You need to start over because it's cutting out a lot.
Okay. I was saying, so Tale of Two Worlds. So, it's between two worlds has been 2177.
They have a trade up,
and they have a trade up between two of them. Everything goes wrong. They blame each other. Find out it is the moon people that fucked it up. The story is following a person on the moon that saw them do it, who's trying to save them. and eventually there's a war between the two worlds when they're going back and forth from like spaceships, but she just goes and like saves them. It's like talks them down and tell them poses evidence.
Okay.
The reason why I say something like the Star Wars is them fighting and
You're like, you mix some sci-fi in there, but it is a political thriller, so like you're not wrong. Okay.
So I just thought of a name for mine. It's called For the Good of All.
Oh shit, that's fine.
Okay. Okay, so here's the thing. Aaron's put a smile on my face. I think Leon's is the most true to being a political thriller, though.
Mm-hmm.
Davon's yours isn't even bad. It's not just, it's just sci-fi, but a political thriller. And Aaron's is also, they're like very similar. You both kind of took like a more, I don't want to say, no, I was about to say comical. No, you both took a more fanciful approach to how you did it. Whereas Leon was like a political thriller, I'm digging deep.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
And so,
That's what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, because I was gonna say I'm gonna judge it based off of like which one I like more, but at the same time, I also think that Leon kind of like dug his foot into exactly what the assignment was more. But I like both of yours though. I'm not even gonna pretend like I don't. But I think Leon gets this point.
So we have a point.
Yeah,
He's on the board.
I'm saying I almost see all these movies.
3 rounds.
Yeah, no, for sure. Especially since we've been giving people 5 minutes, everything y'all been coming up with, I'm like, I kind of want to go see that. I'm not
Yeah, like putting someone on the spot's kind of rough.
The spot one was trying to see if like what you guys come up with, but like as
There's a lot
I
of
realized
detail.
that as it took time to get to you, you had so much time to come up with so much more that I'm like, it's almost not fair.
Yeah, it's like 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Fucking moon people.
I'd watch mine to see the person who wants to do good, but in the wrong way.
That's also the thing. I'm not gonna lie. It's like I like the idea that he was like, "Nah, we don't got no heroes, bro. We got an anti-villain." And I was like, "Fuck with that." Yes.
But people love him. Everything he does is actually for the best. The world is actually better. I guess it's kind of like Doctor Doom if I think about it now.
Anti-villains are like the rarest type of archetype out of all characters. So the fact that you started and was like, we're just gonna do that with like one of the rarest types of archetypes, I'm like, fuck with it.
Good job, man. You got my vote, Tim.
Alright, let's check it. This one is gonna have some people go off the deep end, so we're gonna have some fun parts with this one. So these next two are gonna probably be pandering to some people. I'm not even gonna lie. But this first one that you guys are about to do is create a fantasy.
a fantasy? Like just straight up fantasy?
Create a fantasy.
Okay.
A Final Fantasy?
It's so funny.
I don't know.
Leon, let you know my smile went away, man.
Sorry.
I'm no longer happy.
I'm no longer happy.
My smile went away.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Jeez, bro. Jeez.
It was too easy to do. It was too easy to do, man.
I mean, he had a point. Bro.
Yeah, self-control is a thing.
But
That's
yeah,
okay. That's fucking right.
you guys are creating a fantasy movie, basically. We'll see how this plays out. Hopefully,
Fantasy.
we'll get some crazy fun stuff. Like I said, this might be pandering to certain people a little bit more. And I'm sitting over there being like a huge fucking nerd when it comes to fantasy.
Aaron's going crazy in his brain right now, I promise you.
Right now, he's doing
I legit am. I'm sitting in the fucking Lex Luthor pose right now. I'm sitting in the Lex Luthor.
Alright, it starts now. Let's get it.
Kind of cooked him on it.
He might be, but we'll see.
Hell no.
Alright. That's it. Pens down. Okay. So the question.
Okay, are we doing the order
I'm
this
trying to
time?
remember.
Do you want to go
I don't
first?
remember.
The one last like
I guess
twice.
yeah. So we'll recycle to Devon. Devon, you do.
Oh, so my story is about an elf who learned how to not transport, shapeshift into human bodies, and he
Okay.
goes to the human world, and he's just chilling there, his vibing, trying to make his life. Eventually, finds a girl, fall in love with her.
Mm-hmm.
Years go past. He's just chilling, having a good life with with the girl. He gets drafted to the military,
You're
and
cutting
when he
out, man.
comes
Cutting out.
back,
Cutting out.
oh
No,
wait,
he gets drafted.
he
He
gets
gets drafted into
drafted.
the military. I heard him. I heard him.
Yeah, he
That
gets
part.
drafted into the military, and when he comes back, he finds out his wife has been killed because of that. She had a baby. She secretly had a baby, and found out the baby was an elf too.
Oh, so they
So,
killed her. Okay. Because of her
hmm
bait. Okay.
hmm
Damn.
and then he goes all revenge and tries to take out the government, and he just dies.
Damn. That time he definitely cut out.
Yeah, you definitely cut
Oh, bet. Okay, so that's funny as hell. So he went to go take on the government with his magical powers, and then he died.
Damn, he dies at the end.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you
Okay.
think that he's gonna all do it and shit, like and make it all hype it up, but no, he is not strong enough to do it.
Okay.
He was a stupid anglerling.
Fuck
Sad
with it.
fantasy.
That is hurt. That is hurt. I fuck with it. Leon, you get to go last this time. Lucky you, Aaron.
Okay. All right, so I don't really have a name for it, but I have named the land Simoni, and it is a land of abundance and wealth, with few enemies,
Okay.
that has become resplendent after years and years of peace. But after a few years of war, they become the literal last bastion against a sorcerer known as the Lord of Knowledge, who, as far as I know, is just some king from a very far off land that has just expanded very rapidly throughout the continent. Not really anything they can do. Like, his magic is way stronger. He has demons that fight with him. They're the only thing standing between him taking the rest of the continent. Now, after
Mhm.
decades of this happening, the city becomes like the actual cesspool of heroes. Like, it just starts breeding out like insanely powerful people, just constant,
Okay.
like, insane powerful. And finally, a group of heroes are chosen by the king, and they are sent out to fight this sorcerer. And they discover along the way many different things, including the fact that their continent was once a insanely advanced society that fell apart for seemingly no reason. But at the same time, that ancient society had speakings of a dark sorcerer, from what they understood. And as they keep going through, they start finding out more and more secrets. They discover an army of angels hidden beneath their continent that was promised to fight against this evil creature. And when they finally confront the sorcerer, after finally reaching to him and they finally get to him, the discovery is that the sorcerer is actually was a like basically a man from the ancient society that saw how they were going to fall apart, and put himself into a form of stasis and waited for everything to fall apart so that he could create his own perfect utopia. The demons that he has aren't actually demons. The guy is like a bioengineer and has been creating
Mhm.
these monsters in labs
Is
after
this
having all of that. And the angels that they have aren't actually angels. They're basically a form of automatons that the ancient society created, knowing that this guy had this plan, and create like he essentially caused the downfall of that ancient society and like fucked them over.
fucking
And
it?
they had this in the making. But at the end of the battle, there's a big, massive battle, and it's when all that's discovered, they realize that what he really wasn't a sorcerer. Everything he had was just purely technology from the future, so far ahead.
This nigga was really sitting there in the pose, bro.
Like, there was no magic. There are different species, I will say that. Like, there are other things, but like there was no magic. At least not from his side. The good people did have magic, like the people like actually, but like the sorcerer had no magic, or at least the magic that the good people had was actually just handed down technology that they didn't realize.
Okay. Leon, that's a tough act to follow. Let's see if you can do something
I
about
doubt
it.
I can beat it, but I'll say what I have. Aegis. He's a normal man in the world of fantasy. Elves, angels, demons, beastmen, so on and so forth, all exist in this world. However, there's also stories of these people called the ancients, an old civilization that were people who held immense magical power capable of shifting continents, essentially. And he finds out that he is one of these people, one of the last few, actually. And because of this, he is sought after by everyone. Every single person wants him and use him for almost every means possible. And so, because of this, he has many moments of either genuine moments with people and then manipulative moments with people. And so it becomes a point where he has been used so much that he is teetering between wanting to just end it all or try his best to hold on hope, essentially.
It's a good one.
Well, that's not bad at all.
Hey.
Yeah, no, I definitely.
And the name is just Aegis. It's based off of that.
Yeah, it's Aegis. Nah, I feel it. Alright. So, I think it goes without saying that this one kind of goes to Aaron.
He had a whole fucking thing shifted out on that.
My man.
Bro, when you said
He
fantasy,
had every
I was
minute
like,
detail.
Ahmani, you mentioned like, they was like, oh, he's cooking right now. I was legit in the fucking pose, like right here. I was like,
And they started cooking. He went to work, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, once you said that, I'm like, I'm not gonna win this one.
I like
I
my
was
Sam
like-
Lewis story.
I was like,
No,
damn.
you're-
I mean, no.
you're good.
See, that's the thing. This one was. Here's the craziest part. I was gonna give this one a curve because I was like, I'm probably gonna lean more towards either Leon or Devon's ideas because I know Aaron's gonna do some crazy shit, right? So I was like, I'm gonna try to see what happens. And then Aaron cooked so hard that the curve didn't matter. Like,
Okay, if that curve wasn't there, who would have you chosen? In my opinion.
bro, what do you
Yeah.
mean? It's still him.
No.
The
I
curve
mean, like, if
exists.
Aaron wasn't a factor in this, I mean.
Oh, Aaron wasn't a factor.
I'll choose you, man.
honestly, I would go with
This is-
Leon and then Devon.
Yeah.
I don't think it's
And
like,
then
I just
Devon.
think Leon's idea is really interesting too.
Mm.
I think Devon's is
Mine's a little
too,
short
but like,
story.
I feel like yours would be more of like a, like, I mean, I feel like it would make a very good like John Wick movie. You know what I mean? You know, like kind of medieval,
Yeah,
like magic John
nah,
Wick
it
kind of
would.
movie.
You're not wrong.
You know what I mean?
Fantasy John Wick, actually, now that you said it, sounds like a really great
You
idea.
know, like a fucking wizard that was like, all right, fuck it, I'm actually gonna be bad. I'm fucking you up now. You know, so I could see that being really good. But I could also I see like Leon's being like a little like a lot more of like the fantasy trope going on. You know what I mean? Like he's got
Yeah.
a lot. They're good though. I like both of them. I like all of them.
Cool.
I'm glad you like mine.
Like we said,
Point for Aaron.
generally good ideas. But yeah, no, that would just went straight to Aaron. So, so check it. I told you these next two are going to be pandering. Create an anime.
Oh damn,
shit.
this is gonna be.
I mean, anime is broad.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it is. So like,
okay.
do your thing. But like creating an anime might be kind of fun. It's gonna be kind of sick. You can kind of do whatever with it. We'll just see how it plays out. But the idea is,
Ahmani, can I make a little real long titles only?
Bro, if you make an isekai, you get immediately disqualified.
that shit is not original, bro.
I'm sorry.
Try
I'm sorry.
There's
So a guy
nothing.
jumps into the world.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. If you make an isekai, you're probably getting disqualified because there's no way you could come up with an original one that hasn't been done yet. This is, I mean, like, granted, that's the deal with all stories, right? Everything's been done before. But I doubt you could come up with something that, like, I can't immediately go, like, is this a thing? Yep, it's different, right? It's right there. There it is. Right there. But, anime's broad, so, I mean, it allows you to do a lot. Maybe don't pigeonhole yourself into the one genre that has way too much of it. Like, way too much. But you know what? I'll give you this. If it's funny enough, because that's what it needs to be. It has to be fucking hilarious. You could do an isekai, but only if you know you can make it hilarious. But that's what I'll say. So for this one, the timer starts. I'm gonna give it like a couple seconds so it's more even. Just give me these extra. I'm gonna start it at the 6 mark. Now. All right. Well, that's it.
All right. Who goes first now?
That's the question.
Second. No,
So
for a
Devon-
fact I have to go
Devon
second.
has to go second. So it's either between Leon.
I went first
or
once,
Aaron.
I think, right?
All right, then we'll put you first again.
Oh, okay. I was just counting.
Leon last. You gotta
Okay,
ask that.
so the title of my anime is Immortal Love with 3 exclamation points. Okay, for you anime readers, you should know what that means. It is a non-hentai yaoi, okay? A pair of a pair of mid-20s men who both work at a company, basically. They've known each other for quite a long time, and they have some chemistry, and they kind of have been, trying here and there, but for some reason, the main character seems to always pull away. Well, it's because he's a vampire. Right, and he's actually what he considers a vegan vampire because he doesn't kill people. He only gets blood from like people that donate to him. But he's really, really, really afraid of dating people because he's gotten his heart shattered a lot in the past, and he's very worried about it. Right.
Okay.
And he really has really good feelings towards this other coworker who is just an absolutely wonderful person. And there's been sightings of like animal, like a big, large bear in the woods. So they have to, by force, walk together as a group at night. And he starts noticing that, specifically on one night of the month, that his friend is never there. Well, big reveal, his friend, who is also, trying to, like, be romantic with him, is a werewolf. And they're both, trying to date each other without, revealing their secrets to each other because they both think the other person's going to freak out if they find out that their person they like is some some immortal being.
For a second, I thought you just made gay Twilight.
I thought so
Oh,
too.
no.
That's still gay.
They're
Though.
not, well,
Still
they're not in
is.
high school. It physically cannot be.
And then as it went on, I'm like, nah, this is Spy X Family. Or actually, better yet, this is gay. Love after world's domination.
Well, no, because they're not enemies, right?
Well, no, because they do know. They know, but no one else knows in that
Yeah,
series.
like in this
But that was-
situation, neither of them know. Like the
Neither
werewolf
of them
doesn't know
knows.
that the guy's a vampire.
Yeah.
The vampire doesn't know he's a werewolf, and they obviously are trying to keep
Yeah.
it from each other, while obviously
So I go back
having
to
these
Spy
like
X Family.
very close, very gay encounters with each other. And like
there is actually a manga that's
Very
similar
gay.
to this, but I just don't remember
Damn.
the fucking name.
Damn.
I wouldn't be surprised if something like this exists. It's surprising. I just thought it was funny. Like the idea came to my mind, and I'm like,
No,
yo,
it's
like,
a good premise. It's a good premise.
now it's a non-hentai yaoi, so it's not gonna get graphic. Okay, like don't worry about it.
Mine's extra hentai.
You mean harem, non-harem?
Oh, God.
Come on.
I'm joking. Mine's not haram.
All right, Devon.
I was joking about those things. Mine's pretty PG-13.
Right.
It's about a group of teenagers. They're in space, flying around. The group of adventurers. They're around chilling. They run into this guy. They trick him. They take an amulet from him, and they find out that amulet is one of the strongest things in the universe. And now they're being tracked by everybody in the known universe just to get the amulet from them. and they use it to take down the people, and they find more stuff.
I bet. So fight the
Mhm.
stars. Every enemy is kind of. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Look, a couple of tricksters, and just they didn't know what they're doing. They said, "Fuck it." Oh shit! What the fuck is this?
Man, we gonna prank this nigga, bro. We just gotta take his ambulance. It's gonna be funny. Oh, wait a minute. We might be cooked, guys. We might be a little cooked. Okay. Fuck with the vibes on that one too. Leon.
Okay, I don't have a title.
Okay.
But this
I don't have a
story is
title.
about Kyo. He's a hero.
Okay.
But it's not being told from his perspective. It's being told from the perspective of Mai. She is a kind of a follower. She saw his heroic acts before and is inspired by him and wants to be able to do the same things. However, as she is following him, she finds out that him being a hero, and I mean a hero through and through, is not as cut out as it should be because of how everyone can perceive him and or try and use him for what he wants to do.
Oh shit! Quick question. How long are you guys into the recording? I'm sorry. I just realized my shit stopped recording at some point.
Well, I'm 115.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It's only a minute. Cool. We're good. We're
Alright.
good. I just happened to look up. Holy shit. Sorry. Continue.
Okay. And this goes into where they find out that the hero has been alive for quite a while, and he's been dealing with this for a long time. Being a hero, but not just for his country, but the whole universe.
Okay.
Okay.
He's a hero. He's the hero of the whole universe.
The universe. So he goes around the universe saving people for whatever they need to and helping out whoever he can.
Good name.
I'm always gonna like the escalation into space because that's always fun. But
I love space. Space is my favorite place to go.
Okay.
Now this
Yeah, no,
story
that's
isn't hopeful, by the way. This is grimdark.
Captain
Wait,
Marvel.
oh,
That's her
it's a
name.
group. I thought it was at least wholesome.
It has
character
wholesome
like Captain
moments,
Marvel.
but it punches you in the gut.
Mine is a group of assholes, by the way.
Yeah,
Pretty
nah, I
obvious.
figured. Okay. I'm gonna go by which one I think I want to watch the most. Which unfortunately means Aaron's is kind of out.
Come on, it's not a porno. It's just two dudes.
It's not even bad. It's not even a bad concept at all. It's just I would have to go by which one I would be like, I'm gonna click on that because I would not click on that. There's nothing wrong with anything you said in here. I'm sure there's a bunch of listeners right now that be like, that's a gold mine. I'm gonna start that now. I'm gonna jump on that immediately. That's not for me, dog. Funny as fuck though. Funny as fuck concept. You know what I would probably do? I would watch clips from it, but that's about it.
You would watch clips of it until you'd finally just watch it because you're like, this is weird as shit. I need to know what the fuck is going on.
I
That's also
imagine
kids
what
it.
Aaron made is something that we'd all just sit down and be like, why not? Either Aaron or Devon or Joe.
Yeah, like, someone's like, yo, please, you gotta
look-
Like, why?
You gotta
I
look
need
at this.
I need the clips of them just kissing. I see that.
Like my goal is to make it super funny, like ridiculously stupid funny, you know, like brain rot kind of.
So then it comes down to like who.
I get it though.
Now, purely off of the fact that I like it when we go to space in anime. Devon's already starts off in space. For giving it credit. The problem is that like I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so both of yours are actually like surprisingly vague. Like,
Yeah, because mine's is an adventure. That's what I said. It's the middle parts what I want to make more. It's them being tracked down by various mad hunters.
and Leon's is grimdark, which makes it kind of like weirder because it's like tonally it could be really interesting, but like it's also kind of like if it's grimdark and the idea is that he's being used as he's posing as a hero and being like a true hero in a world that's like grim dark, that's like berserk. It's kind of yeah. Actually, no, that could actually be kind of interesting. But the idea is that this dude is like way stronger. Is kind of fascinating.
Like, he's been alive for so long, and he is
Yeah,
powerful. He can do it. He is the hero. It's just the world itself
the world is fucked
kind
though.
of fucked, but he wants to make it a better place. It's just gonna take a while.
Here's the thing though. From going purely off of like what I would have clicked on, just off rip, just to see. I might have to give it to Deavugh, only because of the fact that like I there's something about me just clicking on it and going like, "What is Chuckle Fucks up to?" and then like just having like a fun time. Whereas like, because like the pure premise of like, oh yeah, nah, we were just chilling in a spaceship, we just vibing, we stole that guy's shit. Oh fuck, literally everyone hates us now. Like we have this thing. This is like, there's like a genuine like really cool story that's in there too for you, Leon, as well, because it's like the whole grimdark. Like he's kind of like this like not only but like kind of this ray of hope in a world that's like sucks. I don't know. I just think it goes like, actually, you know what it is? You know what just kind of tipped me over to maybe Leon's side? I just realized what this world is. Or like what this story concept kind of is. Not exactly. Like he goes a little bit further with it. But it's Vash.
Kind
It's
of,
Vash the Stampede. It's Trigun.
yeah, you're on it.
It's totally Trigun. And I'm like, damn, I fucking love Trigun, bro.
We into the copyright shit out, man.
It's not even that is Trigun. Trigun is more Western and doing what he can. He's not even a hero. If I think about it, he's just
Yeah, like Vash is not inherently a hero. He's just trying to do the best he can. But yeah, no, that now that I thought about it, I'm like, damn, wait a minute, that is very similar. It's like a darker. The world is darker than Trigun, but like the hero is he okay? You gotta be honest with me on this. Is he goofy? Like, is it played straight, or is it more like he is like having fun or trying to like do the right thing while still being? Because if it's just because just tell me if it's played straight or if he's kind of goofy with it.
he has his goofy moments, but most of the time it's played straight. So the cast kind of bounces off of him essentially.
He has goofy moments, but it's mostly played straight. Mm,
Like, he will most
see, that's
definitely crack a joke and do certain things, but 9 times out of 10 he has to play it straight to make sure that people have their hope. And he puts a smile on people's faces too.
He's got the All Might vibes. That's
Kind
crazy.
of, yeah. He is a hero through and through.
The sad part is that like he's selling me on it because he's doing the right thing. Like he's like, it's not really Vash, but it's more like All Might. And I'm like, All Might is that dude.
Money, you gotta sell him. I mean, not money, Davon, you gotta sell him.
I already did my part. What else I gotta say? These goofy dudes, they're just chilling. They find more mystical things, and they'll get more power ups. And it's them just finding more
That's
crazy
what
things.
yours is a shonen.
Pretty much. I didn't say there was about no shonens.
The way it's being described is fairly shonen-esque because they're going on a adventure.
They're just trying to survive
and everything.
They're trying to hide. And then it's just there's teenagers, like barely like 20s or something. They didn't expect all this.
Alright. I guess I gotta go with Leon's. Because the craziest part is like, I would click on Devon's first, just if I off rip of premise. But I think Leon's would get me to stay. And unfortunately, I wouldn't click on Aaron's, but like, if shown to me, or if I saw enough clips, I'd probably end up watching it because it's just so like it's not stupid, but like you know what I mean. Like it's like such a dumb kind of scenario that's like kind of funny in that kind of way. I'm like, yeah, it's like, but I would probably say I gotta give it to Leon's because Leon's would probably make me like stick around. Like I'd click on it and I'd stick around versus whereas like Devon's is like he'd definitely get me in the door first.
Oh, what's this? Oh,
Because it's just like, based off pure premise alone, it's like, oh yeah, nah, this looks like it's going to be a fun time.
the shenanigans
But,
will
like,
be hilarious.
the snickers be hilarious.
When you look at mine, you'd be like, oh shit, I hope this man gets what he wants.
But, like, Leon's got the potential to be something, like, really, really, like Berserk. Like, genuinely, but, like, with, or Trigun. Like, a nice little combination of both, which is kind of a crazy combination in its own right. But, alright, Leon, you got that one.
Yeah. I bet now I'm joking.
So here's the thing. Based on these points, we need a tiebreaker.
Oh no.
But also, I did have another thing I wanted to do because I thought about it after doing it the first time. So, Leon
Yeah.
and Devon,
Mm-hmm.
you guys are gonna get another crack at the superhero one.
Oh no.
Just because the more I look at it, I'm like, that's not a fair shot. Aaron got so much time in comparison. And now that we realize just how much you guys can actually like do afterwards, like when given the time, I kind of want to see what you guys can come up with. Now,
For what?
What's Aaron gonna be doing this time?
the funniest thing is, based on who wins this one, we could actually have a 3-way tie. And then we gotta really fuck up with people. But the idea is that we're just gonna take the two premise. Well, we're gonna take whatever premise wins this one. So if Leon wins this one between you and Devon, we will then compete. We'll put those two against like Aaron and Leon's original superhero concepts against each other and see how this plays out. Or we'll just do another one because like there's several genres. I might just do another one.
I mean, I guess another one sounds better, to be honest.
Another genre.
But I do want to give them another shot at this. Actually, nah. Well, yeah, nah. Let's do it. Let's do another shot for them.
Fuck.
Now, what I will also do, if we're gonna make it truly a tiebreaker, right? Is I'll just give Aaron the choice to whether or not he wants to keep his original superhero idea or make another one to go against whatever Leon comes up with. Your shit was good. I'm not gonna pretend like it wasn't.
I like my original idea for the superhero one.
All right, then we keep it. But Leon,
Keep that.
Devon, Dia says we're going to start this one now, and you guys come up with your new superhero ideas with the ability to think. You guys now have prep time, much like Batman. Do your thing.
Mm-hmm. Let me just make Batman.
Make Batman is crazy.
No superpowers.
All right. That is it.
Oh, fuck all. Okay.
Oh, that doesn't sound too great. Oh, rip. All right. So, Devon, you wanted to go first?
Yes, my guy's name is Jack Bernard.
Got it.
Yeah. He has the power to talk to animals and somehow not, and he's really good at convincing them to do stuff for him. But also, he's a prize-winning fighter, and
Okay.
he uses his fighting style is he fights people, and he usually has like something else to distract the person, and he
Yeah,
fucks them
like
up with that. Wait, what? Okay, he uses the animals to distract the people while he fucks them up.
Really
Okay.
fucks them up.
Hmm.
I mean, yeah, if
Yeah.
you can already fight and there's an animal suddenly there fucking the other person up, it's like,
Yeah, no, that fight becomes a
Jesus.
lot harder.
And I always thought that's so fucked up and so easy to do. And he can translate with everything. It's just he can talk to animals too.
Okay. Oh, so it's like
Mm.
it goes beyond just animals. He
Talking
just
to a
Mm-hmm.
little.
uses animals. Okay.
He's
No,
a
that's
natural
actually further
translator.
than Dr. Doolittle. He's Cypher. He's actually Cypher. Except, I don't think I've ever seen Cypher just use animals while throwing hands. Cypher's kind of trash. I mean, he's really good, but like Cypher is kind of trash. He recently became a cool character. Before that, not so much. But from what I understand, your character's cool off rip.
Yeah, he's just that guy, Jack Bernard.
Jack Bernard.
Is Jack Bernard swole?
Yeah, he's
His
this type
name is
shit.
Jack.
I mean, he's gonna have to, right? That's why I'm like, that's what I'm asking. Jack
He
Bernard.
better be fucking shredded, bro. Fucking better be shredded.
He trains in the wood.
Fucking trains wrestling bears in the
I was
woods.
about to say that motherfucker just be fighting bears.
Man's out here fucking.
He can communicate with them so they can spar. They wouldn't mind.
Something like guys, come on.
Something like saying that to a bear is crazy. So like, start swinging at you, just doing
Some-
light
some.
jabs.
A little light sparring with the bear. I'll do some light sparring.
All right, Leo, on your turn, bro.
I have no idea if this is going to be ripping off someone or not, but
We'll definitely find out.
probably. Jace Adams is his name.
Okay.
And his hero alias is Unjust.
Okay.
He has the ability to control shadows, essentially. He can dive in, he can pop back out. He can use it to kind of like grab someone else from their own shadow and pull them back. And
Jesus.
he's not a hero. He's an anti-hero. And he hasn't had the best childhood.
Okay.
But
I'm with that.
he did what he could until the moment he got his abilities. And now he just he does his best to do the right thing, but not in the way that you would want him to, essentially. So you would want him to stop someone from robbing a bank. You're like, all right, cool. Take that money for myself. Go about my business. There you go.
Leon.
I wouldn't say that. No, that's
I know
more
exactly-
villainous.
I know
He
exactly
stops
what
the
it is,
robbery, but he takes a couple dollars as well.
He'll take like a couple
Take
hundred
a
out of
couple
that.
hundred
That's
out of
my
that.
that's my
Okay,
bill for saving.
that's my service fee. You know?
Yeah, it's like, there you go, man. You got it.
Do y'all want to know who he described to me in my eyes?
Bro, no, don't worry. I thought about it too.
I wonder who you're thinking about.
And
Should we say it?
I'm allowed to cook. Let's see where it goes.
And his I haven't thought of an arch enemy actually. Shit. Oh, I didn't get that far.
Yes.
I was really trying to buckle
I didn't
down
do
and be
it.
like,
I
let's see
mean,
if I can get there, but no, I didn't.
Leon, I didn't do that. You don't have to do that. Is that an ask him on it? Did I fuck up?
Man, maybe. You gotta remember that whoever finishes this one also has to compete with Aaron's concept. That's being refined. Kurt. So, I mean, like, I'm just pointing that out.
Oh, yeah, I fucked up.
Yo.
Sorry.
I can't think of anything, honestly. I would think of like one thing, but I don't think it's generic. That's the thing.
Alright, bro, so I'm not gonna lie. So, you know Darkwing from Invincible?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
That is fucking Darkman. God damn it.
Jesus,
I told you this isn't my thing. I'm a superhero.
I was screaming into my brain.
I was too. I was like, oh no.
He had a rough child. Like, damn, that's right. He really is a rough child.
That's so funny. So I was like, I'm gonna let him cook. I'm gonna see where he goes with this. Now here's my question. Because the problem is I was like, I know he's got to add more to like his powers, right? Like, is it because he said control shadow? So it's like, is he Shikamaruing it? Like, how is this working?
It's a mixture. It's a mixture of like Shikamaru / Sun Junior.
Okay. But nah, he literally he did the power, he did the thing, grabbed the shadows, grabbed out the shadows.
Grab out the shadows. Yeah, I was like, damn. I was like, damn. He could dive into them and everything. And I was like, sad part is I made this exact character before too. So not only Leon, you're ripping off Invincible, you're ripping off me.
I'm sorry.
Not ripping off the host. That's a qualification in my book. Not gonna lie.
I'm just not good with creating superheroes. There was only one, I think, decent superhero that I thought of before, but that was more based off of Marvel. But I was trying to think of original, so I'm like, nah, that didn't work.
Don't worry, Leon. We're gonna make many superheroes one day.
It's like, we're gonna do what I promised. Well, I think I want to give you guys a retry on that one. I think this one easily goes to Deavugh.
Yes.
Let's go.
Which means that we are actually in the three-way tie that I was worried
about. Let's go.
So,
wait, but does that get to put up against
here's
my...
the thing. It's not going to get put up against you only because of the fact that we are now in the three-way tie. So if Leon won, it would have went right up against you, and we saw how that plays out. Because Deavugh won, we actually just need you guys to have a full wipe. Okay. But I want to hear what you did anyway.
Okay. Okay. So kept the name, so the Fountain of Youth, they were conquistadors that made their way to Florida, because that's where like originally a bunch of the fucking maps were. Right, and when they drank it, the group that was with him, the reason that they became evil is because a bunch of them, they'd been basically starving to death in the woods, and they had kind of gone a little bit crazy, and they had gone and like murdered and done some questionable things to some of the locals, know. And the main character, or like the journeyman, he himself, he hadn't done any of that. He was actually a relatively genuinely like religious person, but like in like the actual way. He would like follow what was said. And when they all drank it, it's not like they became monsters. They became like, like the Jekyll and Hyde kind of scenario.
Yeah.
So they became, all of them that weren't pure became Hyde versions of themselves. And they didn't actually happen until they were basically back in Mexico, thinking that they were going to, become, everything. And they took control of some of the Aztecs and started doing like some crazy fucking sacrifices originally, and they ended up communing with an actual demon, which is what has given them the power to rule for so long as like the underground. And the reason that he created I'm gonna call it the conglomerate of heroes was mainly because he could go out and save the world.
Okay.
Because he could do that. But every time that he would go out and have to save the world, they would end up doing something that he couldn't stop. And he came to the realization that they were just waiting for him to be busy so that they would like be able to move around the world. So he ended up constructing basically going out and searching for heroes and like, training them and bringing them up, and then pretended to kill himself or like pretended to die so that the people that he's hunting would think that he was actually gone. Or like think that maybe something had happened to him and he wasn't able to come back, and now he's essentially just a ghost that like travels the world looking for like the group that like they're called the tzitzits. Tsitsi, okay. I think Tsitsinati, I think, is what like evil spirit is in Aztec. So I just went off that.
Okay.
And he's managed to capture them, but the thing is, he can't kill them. Like they are actually immortal. Like genuinely, like all of them, even him. Like you could incinerate them and they would come
And they'll
back.
still come back.
It's not a, oh, if there's a cell, it's like no, I don't think you understand. Like they will come back. It's some magical shit, you know.
They will
And so
manifest
he has-
somewhere else in the world, and whatever it takes. Like it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
how
like
much
it will they will come back. So he has captured several of them, but there's still a bunch that are out and loose. And at the same time, he has them there, but it's not like he can do anything about it. So you know, it's about him finding them and trying to figure out a way to actually, if he can, destroy them, because that would mean also destroying himself technically.
Okay. I like that. It's fire. All right, guys. Last one.
What we got.
All right. This time, you guys have to come up with a romance.
Oh, damn! I wasted it already. Fuck. I'm so mad. That would have been such a good one for this. Shit. Okay.
Your timer starts. I'm gonna let this one run out. So when it hits 44 or 45 actually is when it starts. So I'm gonna get myself ready for that one. But this is gonna be a fun one, or at least on my end. That's coming up now. All right. Pens down.
Wait, what place is people going?
Whoever wants to go first on this one.
Who wants to go first? You guys can
I'll
choose.
go first. I like going first. So
Bet.
my story is about two people fall in love, is all chilling, and it's to find out one of them is a robot that escaped the factory, and he's a top brand robot that nobody knows about. That he's the first of his kind. He escaped, and he went to the real world and fell in love with this girl, and they go around, and he has that super dick, and he vibrated.
Okay.
That was me laughing earlier.
Okay.
He gives her that pound town, so she does everything for him to keep him a secret. And they find him, and they dismantle him, and because he's too advanced.
It's too good
Again,
for this
sad
world.
story.
But she
There's
kept
no way
that
else to
dick,
end
right?
that.
They do not live happily ever after. She gets too
No,
hot.
because
Jesus.
they can run forever, but damn, it's a sad story.
Did he at least leave a memento for her?
Okay, so here's a good. Well,
Well-
yeah, that's true. Does he leave a memento? Is a good question. But yeah, no, that's a fair question. No memento.
No, he just leaves that good memory of him fucking the shit out of him
Jesus.
and give it to you right.
Jesus Christ.
You know, I was honestly thinking that you would say like, "Hey, here you go. It detaches the good
That's-
dick. There you go. Keep that for yourself."
That's crazy.
But,
I actually thought you
That's
would have went with like a
crazy.
crazy thing of like he left her with a kid or something like that. That essentially like they didn't think he would have or something. But like,
That's a cool concept because I can fuck it. Why not? We could do that maybe, but I didn't really think about it. But damn, a robot having a kid with a human, what the fuck is that?
that'd be crazy,
I mean,
right?
that would also be
It's-
crazy. I thought because of how the story was going, just by the fact that he said that he
Or
had
did
a
he
good
give
chick.
himself up because he doesn't want them to?
I was thinking that
Like,
just be
I thought,
humorous.
I thought it could have been a situation of like, I mean, it was kind of humorous. I'm not gonna lie. It could have been a situation of him giving himself up because he's like, "Yo, us on the run is not a good life. Like, you deserve better." Something like that. It's like, nah.
Many years down the line,
just
oh
like
yeah,
this.
she's pregnant.
I just like the idea. that you just got to. Yeah, no, he gave her the pipe, bro. Like, that's all it took for the rest of the story. Which, I mean, I guess that's fair in some instances. Well, so, yeah, it holds up against everyone else.
Is it a better love story than Spotlight, though?
Admittedly, yeah, she didn't even get the
nothing.
dick until like the end. She was doing all of this. You're not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
She's doing too much.
She was doing way too much for someone that was not getting anything.
Okay.
And then she found out that she gave him that dick, and she, oh yeah, I need this. I need to save this.
That's so funny though.
Okay.
I mean,
Leon, do you
I
want to go
said-
next? Or do you want to go
I
last?
said romance, so rom-coms are on the table. That counts.
Mhm. It is a romance through and through. It's just
It's the way
It was,
you explained it.
unfortunate. I'm a funny man. I can't stop that, Ahmani.
Yeah, that's fair. Leon, you said you good?
No, I thought Aaron said he's gonna go.
Or is it Aaron? Who wants to go?
Fuck it, I'll go
I
again.
was asking
So,
like which
John Davidson. Stop.
Which one between you two?
Fine, I'll go.
I
Original
was
order then, I guess.
Like I said, there's not an order for
I know,
this
but
one.
if we're going with the original order, if that's the case, if I go second, then Aaron
Man,
goes last.
that was so quiet for a second. That was
I was
wild.
just confused because I was like, wait, who's going? I was just very like.
It's just whoever wants to. In this
Somebody also
instance.
called me, and I looked at my phone. I'm like, why is somebody calling me at 8:45?
No idea, man. No idea.
Sorry.
Alright.
So do you want me to go or do you want to go? Like,
You can go if you want to.
Okay.
Fuck it, Ahmani goes.
Ahmani, go. Make up on him right now.
I probably could.
So my movie is called Forever and Always. All right, and it is kind of a bit of a sci-fi romance. All right, so it takes place. There's a giant gas giant that has two twin moons that are both like descendants of a colony ship that colonized both planets at the same time, and they both created two different civilizations that have worked together to create like a massive galaxy-spanning utopia. Like they're not actually like evil or anything; they're pretty good. You know, they have fought wars and stuff like that. One of the societies developed into more of the, you know, the aggressor when things need to get bad, whereas one of them developed into more of the political one. Now, the way that they keep things is they declare a king based off of a lotto, where each planet basically gives forth like one each, and they are married, and that way they keep like the two planets like unified, right?
Yeah.
Now, both these planets produce people that would be considered superpowered. Okay, they are relatively powerful individuals. They have very low populations, though. It's a population very, very, very small, but long-living, very strong people. Now, on the marriage or on the wedding day of these two new heroes, basically they get attacked, and somehow they manage to take one of the planets and literally teleport it to the other side of the planet, right? Separating both of the married couple in the process. Now, they have known each other for a while. They are legitimately in love. They've literally courted each other. You know, there's a genuine, you know, process. So they go straight from getting married to both being separated by light years. And now both leaders of their individual planets must, you know, create their armies and fight their way to meeting each other again in hopes of finally seeing like their true love.
That's fair. I like that. It's pretty good.
That's what I said.
It's actually really good.
I think he's gonna win.
Sorry if you guys hear my cat screaming. He's just yelling.
I haven't heard it.
Nah, never heard him.
I
No,
can hear him
once.
through my sound. I can hear him through my headphones, and I'm like, oh my god.
Leon, instead of being a defeatist, how about you give me your idea?
No,
sir?
I am. I'm just saying, like, yeah, that's probably gonna win that one.
Jesus, bro.
I don't have a title like Aaron, but
No title?
yeah,
Damn.
I know, right? Shit.
I see why you said that.
Mine takes place in a fantasy world. The main character, his name is Ben. He is an upcoming knight wanting to protect his kingdom, and he's being trained by the commander of his army that he's under, and him is Lily. And although he isn't a quick learner, she enjoys his optimism. And they start off slow, but then they come to know each other more and more until they become a couple. However, the problem with this is the fact that she's actually not a part of their side of the army. She's actually with another group, and she has been secretly taking out new recruits and eliminating them so they become a threat and dwindling their soldiers and everything. And he does come across that, but it comes to a point where he has to decide that he wants to protect his people, or he wants to protect the person that he loves the most.
Okay. So he has that natural like dichotomy.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's okay. All right. So the time has come to make the final decision, and all right. So I can admit this: Devon originally had the best chance of winning, and almost had a chance of stealing it. But like Devon, like the concept for your robot thing was like so
Well,
like you presented it as a joke, which helps a little bit, but not really. But like when we got to the ending part where we're like, "What's happening here?" This part,
because I didn't know what to do with that. Because it doesn't make any sense.
yeah, it has just so little to do to go with from there that I'm kind of like, damn, bro. Like, there's a lot of room for that idea on the cutting room floor. Like, and obviously, like, I get it. You just had like a moment of like, I can't figure out what to do. But like, me and Leon also thought two different possibilities for the ending off rip, and so we're just sitting there going like, none of them are things. I don't know. Aaron has what is probably the most unique concept, and I do think it's actually pretty interesting. Very high sci-fi involved in it. And Leon, yours has probably the most personal connection out of all of them, where there's like this genuine like back and forth like conflict as to what like the romance in itself is problematic. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And thus it creates conflict and kind of pushes the story forward in that kind of way. Because no matter what his choice is, he's gonna be making the wrong one somehow,
Yes.
right? Like he's for him as a person. Whereas Aaron's, it's them. I like the idea that they just get introduced to a third threat. Just kind of pulls up and is like, "What's good, niggas?"
You're like they show up and it's like some Star Wars level like super weapon that literally abducts one of the planets. It's like my idea. It's like, what?
And the crazy part is like both Devon and Aaron's have probably like have the most like unique like settings in general. Like overall, like both of you guys. Well, I say settings, unique concepts overall. Because yours is like almost a spacefaring war to even bring these two back together, and Devon's is like the idea of like this robot that is so advanced and so human, like that like romance is an option, like genuinely like it's you couldn't tell otherwise, and it's like that's kind of fascinating in its own right. Leon's really does bring a lot of like political intrigue, and I think it plays more into the romance though.
I'll take 2 hours.
So I don't know.
I'm gonna make all these movies one day, okay?
I'm not gonna lie, I think I have to give it to Aaron. Just because of because I mean, y'all know me. Unique concepts get me more than anything else. And although Leon's has like more of a focus, well, actually, but all of them have a focus on romance. To be fair, but like, I feel like Leon's core, like his core, is a stronger romantic core. Um, I feel like Aaron's has like the far more. Wait a minute, hold up. Am I tripping? Is that not like pseudo? No, it's not the. It's not the plot
What?
to Dune. It's not the plot to Dune at all.
No, they don't get.
But it
kidnapped.
reminded me of Dune for some reason. Like that's why I was
They
like,
do
wait a
get
minute.
like the whole thing is Paul does marry like they do the whole like because Paul's a king and he does marry like a queen on top of having like the character that Zendaya plays in Dune.
Yeah.
Zendaya.
Why
Zendaya.
did you say her name like that?
It's fun too.
But yeah, nah, I'm gonna give it to Aaron. only because of the fact that it's like genuinely it's something that I like would
Like
not have
I'm
seen
thinking
before.
like a what is it not a power ballad. What is Flash Gordon considered a rock opera?
Oh.
Like I'm imagining like a rock opera
Like a
on both
space opera.
sides,
Or,
but like
well,
yeah, like a space opera, yeah.
like a space
But like
opera,
imagining it
something
like two
yeah.
different styles. Like one of them is like doom heavy metal space opera, and the other one is like I don't know, like a lot more I don't know, like pretty. I don't know.
But the idea is that like they're both trying to fight their way
Yeah,
to
they
each
both
other to yeah
they both planets and leaders like you know the couple I now have to you know make allies and like wage a war to get back to like you know they are like their people
peace.
you know
Yeah.
you know they're it's like what the fuck.
All right, but I think that's really cool. I think it's really cool. So I think it goes without saying the winner to this entire endeavor is Aaron with 3 points.
It was close
the
though. They were
tiebreaker
all
is
really good ideas. There were a lot of really good ideas.
we came down to a 3-way tie. Devon
Those really
almost
good ideas.
stole it from everybody. It's crazy. Devon the
That's-
sleeper almost stole it from everybody.
Hey, I was just chilling. I was just fucking around. If I really wanted to make that idea, I would infuse ideas because it's making another kid. Because I go part 2 with that one.
Yeah, I don't want to like rush because like we're about to like we hit 2 hours. I had some stuff that I need to do at like 9, but
Oh, yeah,
like
no,
just
we're
let me know,
good.
so.
We're officially done. Aaron wins.
Woo!
So he
Thank
wins
you.
this.
Very good job, everybody.
this
Everybody
game.
really, there were really good ideas and all of that. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of really good
Genuinely.
ideas.
My copyright
Great
superheroes,
ideas.
yeah.
We like getting everybody to think about stuff. So that's the entire deal of Lucid Games. We're
The
gonna
idea
have
of an
fun.
All Might like
ourselves.
character in the world of Berserk is so funny to me. Like,
That
that'd be, like,
shit
fun.
is so cool. It's like really fascinating the idea, but like it's funny. But we'll call it at that one. Appreciate everyone coming out. I'm not even gonna worry about doing the outro because we are here to like that 2-hour mark. So we'll allow everybody to just do their thing. Y'all know what to do. We say it like every episode. So peace.
Farewell. Do the
Peace.
things.
Take it easy.
Type shit.